Okay.
I'll try it for sure.
I'm a tequila pop. I've been drinking bourbon though too.
See, that's what I'm saying.
A nice
like,
smooth bourbon.
Yeah,
You don't need much.
Yeah.
Just to kind of, you know what I mean. I don't call myself an alcoholic, but I like to get the party started.
Yeah.
We gonna do that. Yo, what's happening? It's your favorite Oklahoma coming at you again with another live stream video. And we got the legend. Hold on, we got to start that over, bro. You know what I mean? It's a vibe. I'll usually start the music over. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I need y'all to come on in, have a seat, sit on down. We got the real one here. He's a busy man. He say, look, I got about 10 minutes for you, big homie. That's all I'm going to give you. So let me stop talking. I like to say my platform is yours, big homie. Introduce yourself for me, please, man.
What's up? My name is Jabee.
JB.
Yeah.
That one. How you feeling, Brody?
I'm one of them ones. I'm not that one, but I'm one of them.
One of them ones.
Yeah, it's a bunch of ones in the city, man.
That's right though.
Yeah,
that's right though.
It's a bunch of ones in the city, but yeah, I feel good, man. I'm happy to be here,
bro. I appreciate you pulling up.
Yeah,
this
doubt.
Is needed for the city. We got the Hornitos out, man.
Let me go ahead.
Look, you got to pour your own troubles, man.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna pour the next man's trouble.
I was driving today and I saw
got it. Okay.
I saw a little sign that said it said I quit drinking for good and started drinking for evil, and I was like, hell yeah. I was like, hell yeah.
I feel that.
So I stopped drinking for good.
Give me one of them. Man. I'm gonna get in there with you, bro. I stopped drinking for good.
I started drinking for. Now I was like, okay, if I'm gonna say it, I gotta say for bad. I can't say evil.
Evil.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But I was like, I stopped drinking for good, but I definitely drink for bad. You know what I mean?
Man, this is a monumental moment. Me and bro been cooking up for a while. This ain't nothing new either. This me and my guy got some history right here.
Yeah.
We finna give y'all the classes in session 101. That's what I said. JB and Mac in the building. Let me pour that. Let's get right, bro. What we gonna toast to, man?
Man, let's just toast to like coming a long way and being where we at. You know, we talked about a bunch of stuff before we started, but you know, a lot of things that you're doing, working on, a lot of things I'm working on. So let's just, you know what I'm saying, toast to that, man.
Beautiful, bro. Toast it up, man. Appreciate you coming through, man.
No doubt.
Yes, sir. Put that down. Tornitos.
It's good.
It's a Reposado.
Yeah, it's good.
It's not. Most people like the silver, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Blanco.
Okay.
But Reposado kind of.
Yes, I don't even know tequila like that. I know
it'll sit with you.
The last time I had tequila, like, I think it was some years ago, whatever year that was, that because usually I just drink Jameson, but
shout out to Jamo,
yeah, that's my joint. So I was drinking Jameson all night, but it was the night that Westbrook got traded to Houston.
Wow.
He had a you know, he was doing the comedy shows, and so he had one here in the city and he had one in Tulsa. This was the one in Tulsa, and so like I remember that night is the night of the show of his show was the same day they announced he had got canceled, like an hour before the show started. And so but yeah, I'm drinking Jameson, and my hunger was like, come take a shot with me. And I was like, bet. And I go take a shot, and she's like, I only shoot tequila here. And I was like, And so, like, as soon as that tequila hit, after all them Jamesons, like, all I remember is, like, I'm at the after party looking at people crazy, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I was like, I can't do tequila,
never
man.
again.
Yeah, I don't be remembering stuff after tequila, yo.
Tequila get the party started, all right? I feel like it doesn't take much.
The party was definitely started.
It'll get you there, too.
Yeah, I was there. And the thing is, I was probably already there.
Yeah.
Or getting there at that point where it's like, you probably should wait to hit you.
Know your limit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it ain't hit you yet, so you're like, I can do one more. You know what I mean?
I'm good. I can make it.
Yeah, man. So
creep up on you.
Boy.
All right, bro. We got to start from the top. I want to know a little bit. We got to dive deep, bro. You know what I mean? I don't want to say, you know, I don't want to get too philosophical, but I want to know a little bit of your upbringing. You know what I mean? Speak about that. Where you come from, first of all.
So I grew up here, mostly on the east side. Both my great grandmothers live, or they aren't with us anymore. But I had one that lived on 15th, one lived on 16th, and their houses was back to back.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so yeah, that's like I would mow one yard and walk around the block and mow the other yard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, like we was always over there. We lived over there. But yeah, that's the majority of it. When I want to say, let me think, what grade was I in? Probably like second grade, third grade, and fourth grade. My parents moved us to the country, and I went to this all-white school for 3 years called Coyle.
Coyle, where's it at?
It's like Guthrie, Langston, Coyle.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I remember seeing that. Okay.
And so I never forget it. I remember because before I went to Coyle, we was living in the Highlands. I went to North Highlands, for kindergarten and first grade.
Wow.
And I remember like, how you can, as a kid, you hear like over here like adult conversations and stuff. I remember my mom was saying, yeah, they got air conditioning at this school. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so we was gonna get there.
So
that's different too. Yeah,
so
for
was,
real
you know
though.
what I'm saying? It was definitely different. It was a culture shock. I remember, but really like going like those 3 years like really helped prepare me for a lot of things I'm dealing with now.
Wow.
Especially like racially, you know what I'm saying? Like I remember a kid calling me a nigga out there.
For real?
Yeah, I remember like kids want to touch my hair saying it felt like carpet. I used to get into fights with kids because they would talk about my lips, my sister's lips and stuff like that. And we was like probably like one of the brokest families out there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, trying to put it through.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I remember like Halloween, we would do Halloween stuff at school, and I played on like the little kids football team, and when all the kids would have like their Halloween costumes, I wear my football uniform. Like, what I'm gonna be Halloween? You a football player.
You know how to put it together.
You know what I'm saying?
Real
talk. But anyways, we was there. But at that time, there was Coyle and there was Langston. At that time, Langston had an elementary school already. And so but my fifth grade year, Langston was so backtrack. Second, third, fourth grade, I was like the only black kid in the class, me and probably one other person. Yeah. We ran the fastest, jumped the farthest, all that. Everything, you know what I'm saying? We was them kids. And so we was only black kids there. But I remember Langston Elementary closed the beginning of fifth grade year, and all them kids from Langston came to Coyle. And it was like, oh yeah, I wasn't the fastest no more. You know what I'm saying? None of that. And they was looking at me like nigga, you know what I'm saying? You a loser. Yeah, you a like I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like they was looking at me like the other kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, I'm one of those. Like, nah, fam. Know it. Yeah, nah, fam. So, but then we ended up moving back to the city. And I remember coming back, and I remember in fifth grade. When I came back to Oklahoma City, kids telling me I dress white and not talk white and stuff like that. Yeah, but I think about all that and I'm like, man, had it not been for any of those things, I probably wouldn't have been able to, you know what I'm saying?
Walk this life right now.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. So yeah, it's it's wild. But came back to the city, fifth grade, 10 years old. Whenever I was like 11, we were homeless for a little bit. Wow. That's when I was at Moon, and that's the thing, kid. Like I remember, at Moon, we weren't making it at all. My mom was like really struggling, and I remember, you know, like for Christmas we would get one thing, and if I remember that was the year Bone Thugs and Harmony came out, and so they had I remember everybody wanted them beanies and Scullies, like you know, they had the joints with the Tommy Hilfiger on the front, or like the, you know what I'm saying, football team on the front, whatnot. And so I remember, like, that's all I wanted was one of them. You know what I'm saying? And wore it to school and somebody stole it.
You
know what I'm
lying
for
to
real,
me. They done stole us, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah, but you know, that was part of it. To me, like, looking back, that's part of it. Yeah. You know what I mean? But yeah, so, you know, that's one thing I think about a lot, is like at that point in my life. But I will say this, when I was at Moon, 6th grade, and even at Webster, 6th grade, for all the kids who was like over there and live on the east side, we was all the same. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really had nothing. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? We was all, you know, everybody was, you know, probably on Section 8 food stamps and all that. But then 7th grade year, we moved, and I went to Hoover for the end of the last part of the school year.
Okay.
And that was a culture shock, because that was the first time, like, I seen like kids in my grade with like gold chains, and like that's when I realized, like, you know, what the name brand shoes matter.
What it really meant.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was getting into scuffles over like people making fun of my shoes, you know what I'm saying, or, you know, not having name brands, or because I ironed my clothes with, like, you know, flour and water, and they was using Stay Flow. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Because at Moon, we all did that.
Everybody
did it. It wasn't like, you know what I'm saying, like, it might have been one or two kids who had, like, you know, Jordans, you know what I'm saying, you know, all the time. Darby, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to JD.
Yeah. He always had them. But,
right.
but for the most part, like, we was all the same. I never felt like I was different, or like I was less than or poor, you know what I'm saying, or was in, you know what I'm saying. But when I got out there, and I remember, man, kids had jewelry, like it bugged me out.
The real Tommy shirts,
shirts,
button down, the jackets.
All that. It was different, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, that was like me, like, you know, just, I guess, like, just navigating through like middle school and all that.
Exactly.
But it was fun though. I look back, I really, at the time, like, I probably was worried about things that didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
we're adolescents.
Yeah.
We're trying to figure it
things
out.
that didn't matter, but growing up, it's like now I'm an adult.
Yeah.
I'm just like, dang, that's wild. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't it
like,
though?
it's wild thinking about. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So okay. So 7th grade, we went to Hoover, right? Okay. And we culture shock, you know what I mean? A little different.
Yeah.
So how long did you stay out there at Hoover?
So 7th grade. So I finished the year at Hoover. I think. So I was at Moon the first part of my 7th grade, and then I finished the year at Hoover.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So I want to get into I guess I would say high school is a big part of people's lives.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I will say, yeah, if middle school, you know, showed me a lot, but high school was what is kind of like what put me on the path to where I am today, for sure.
Ooh, well said, well spoken. Because look, my wife wanted me to ask you too, like, where were you at Northwest? All right, because I asked him before he came. I said, did every creator go to Northwest?
Yeah,
because she remembers you. She said you were more quiet.
Yeah,
but in the ciphers you was in there. Talk to me about those Northwest days. All right.
So my freshman year, I was at Northeast, and I had some big cousins who, like, you know. And my sister was there, and some big cousins who, like, you know, kind of looked out for me.
You know what I'm saying? Okay.
When I got to Northwest, I was by myself, and I think even in middle school I was quiet, but I love to rap.
Yeah.
You know, that's like I had been rapping since I was probably 7. You know what I'm saying? And you know, a lot of people in high school, like, they was hooping football and all that.
Right.
But me, like, I didn't none of those things. You know what I'm saying? I rapped. You know what I'm saying?
You knew what you wanted. Yeah.
And so yeah, it was just it wasn't even, you know, even at that point in life, you aren't thinking, okay, like, you know, I can make money or I can make a living. That's just what we did. You know what I'm saying? It was just part of like being a high school student.
Yeah, okay.
And but yeah, I was like, that was, you know, like, matter of fact, I want to say my first day of school, I met Chris. Like we was in the first. We was in the. I remember.
I got it. Please, I hope you tell this story because he got it.
He told you the story.
Nah, I hope that you getting ready to explain the same story because it's hilarious. But tell me yours and I'm gonna tell you mine, bro.
Man, so like your wife said, I was quiet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I kept to myself. But I remember it was science class, Mr. Hubbard, and Mr. Hubbard's the very first day of school. Literally the very first day of school. And I'm trying to pay attention to the teacher and like, you know what I'm saying, like take it all in. Yeah. And I remember he was sitting next to me. He got up, he was sitting in front of me. He got up and went to the trash can, and started shooting baskets in the trash can, and kept missing. Yeah. But like, it's not like you gotta think of it like this. The teacher is like talking to the class, and to him, the teacher ain't even there. He like doing stuff in front of the teacher, shooting and keep missing, shooting again. And I'm just like, yo, who is this nigga, fam? Like, I'm like, won't this nigga get somewhere and sit down for real? But it was like the teacher wasn't even there, bro.
Hilarious,
bro. I'll never forget. I'm thinking, I'm just like just sitting there hot, like, won't this nigga sit down, fam? I'm like, this nigga is a maniac, bro.
There's a menace out here. He don't even care nothing about the teacher,
bro. Like he's walking in front of the teacher, like doing tricks and stuff with the paper ball. You know what I'm saying? He trying to everything, bro, doing all that. And I'm just sitting there hot, like, who is this? Who is this? Man?
Yeah. Why are you doing all of this in front of the class?
It did, and so I'm just like, whoever this nigga is, I do not want to know him. You know what I'm saying? and so it probably was like the very next day. It's probably the very next day. I don't know if he brought it or I brought it, but one of us brought a Tupac book to school, and we sat down, and it was probably him because I know I probably couldn't afford no Tupac book. Yeah, but he brought a Tupac book to school. And like that, after that, we was best friends.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, after that, you couldn't tell us shit. It was like Chris and Jabee. You know what I'm saying? Because that Tupac, I'll never forget it. Like before that, I was like, I do not want to know this dude. And he brought that Tupac book to school, and like we was just going through it, and like it was inseparable.
I heard this story.
Yeah,
and this is what he told me. He was saying something. For one, Chris McCain is a genius.
Yeah,
I feel like he truly is a genius. But you gotta know McCain. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not so open. He almost kind of have a wall up too sometimes.
Yeah.
So he said something like he was late for school or something, and he was outside just rapping. He said he was getting the album. Damn, I hate to butcher it. He said he was late because he picked up an album or something, and he was just listening to it over and over. And I remember he said he was outside, just forget school, exactly what you saying. Yeah. And he said he seen you like in the window or something, you know what I mean? And he was just kicking verses, just, you know what I mean, trying to learn the album. Yeah. And it was like, it made so much sense. So I was like, man.
Knowing him, it was probably like a Nas album.
I think it was, because it was like Nas or something. And he was like, nah.
Because I want to say, he's the first person to play Illmatic for me. I think he was.
Really? Yeah. And probably what, because I do remember him say, he gonna call me here in a minute. Yeah. He did say it was like an album that dropped, and he was like, man, forget school. I'm finna learn. I'm finna get into this album.
It might have been, it was written, because that would have been, but I definitely remember listening to Life's a Bitch with him for the first time. Like,
wow. Yeah. For the first time.
This
is the CD. Like, you had to crack it. It had tape on it. Yeah, this is the kids, if you know what a CD is. You had to, it come in a rap. You will read the discography. You will really get into the CD, bro.
Yeah, man. You wanted to see the credits.
All that.
Everybody that got thanked, all that stuff.
The artwork inside of it. You spent your hard-earned money for that CD.
For real. I tell kids all the time, like, like people will today, you know, you can, an album drop, you don't gotta commit to it. It's on your phone. You know what I'm saying? But back then, like you had to actually commit to getting up that day, leaving your house, spending gas money, all that, going to the store, sometimes standing in line.
You hear me?
For that album. I remember I did that for DMX, It's Dark and Hell Is Hot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you had like all that, man. It was like a big deal. You know what I mean?
Huge deal.
Yeah.
And you wanted to be one of them ones, first ones with it.
That's the thing. Like people say, like, you know, they say right now, people sell, you know, 100,000, you know, it's crazy if somebody sell 1 million, right?
Yeah.
But back then, people were selling 5, 6, 7, 8 million, right?
Physical copies.
That means that 5, 6, 8 million people got out of their house, left their house, got off the couch, woke up that morning, and that was part of their day was going to the store to buy
to go get that
album. You know what I'm saying? It's different. It's different.
They don't even know that feeling. What?
Yeah.
Hold on, wait. I don't want to get. I want to keep going, bro. That's a great topic. We'll get back to that. But speaking back to Northwest days, all right. We was at Northeast for a little second, shifted to Northwest, and is that where like the cipher skills were born? Or that's when you kind of you picked up your sword then?
Man, I probably started like ciphering in 6th grade.
Really?
Yeah, me and my homeboy Onalapo, Isaac Onalapo.
Shout out to Onalapo, man. That's my guy. Real talk.
Yeah, we used to cipher in middle school a lot. You know what I'm saying? A lot. And then I ciphered a lot at Northeast with some of the homies. But probably like really like I want to say like learning my style, like, you know what I'm saying, like what I liked, what kind of rapper I wanted to be, going to the studio and stuff like that was at Northwest Classing.
At Northwest Classing, that's where we polished almost. And you said you was rapping in 6th grade? Who was the influence then? Like what was
6th grade, it was,
what was it?
Man, it was Bone mostly.
Really?
Tupac, Me Against the World, E40 in a Major Way.
That hard.
The Click.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was listening to stuff like that in 6th grade. Yeah.
That's ill. My partner.
My favorite song was Above the Law, Superman, Black Superman. That was my favorite. That was like my favorite song. Was Black Superman. Yeah.
Had a message. Yeah. The beat was funky.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Wow.
What else? Above the Rim soundtrack.
Classic.
Jason's Lyric soundtrack.
Classic. Talk about it. He giving game right now.
Yeah,
Real talk,
man.
Yeah.
That matter of fact, on Jason's Lyric, it was the Twins first round draft pick, and then I think it was also Scarface. What was it? Jesse James. Yeah, them two was my favorite songs in the soundtrack.
Song. Now I don't had to look it up.
And it was the 5 Footers, Walk Away. Yeah, them was my joint song. Yeah.
Let me see if I got it.
Yep.
That right there.
Yep.
I remember that. Yeah, I knew when you said it. I was like, I remember that song.
Yep.
That's history, bro.
Yep. That was my joint, man. That was like that song. I remember I used to. My uncle, he had every CD, every album, every soundtrack. Ooh. I would go to his house on weekends with cassettes, like stack of cassettes, and just making cassettes. Yeah,
I need that dub.
Yeah,
Shout out to that. He had the big CD book.
Yep, the CD book,
bro,
all that.
Classic.
The CD changer, all the 6-disc CD changer, all that. Yeah, man.
Oh, he was high technology,
for real. Yeah. So that's what 6th grade. It was those joints.
That's up. I got to tell you a story. My partner from Virginia, he come back from East, right? And like around my 6th grade year is when I kind of found out like Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what I mean? This was the CD, tape cassette we traded. Cause I gave him E40 in a Major Way, and he gave me Reasonable Doubt.
That's
you know what I mean? A crazy trade at that time too. You know what I'm saying? Too classic. But even then, that's what got me onto my East Coast journey. I felt like I was the only one around here talking about
and that's the thing, like
shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and see, that's the thing. Like back then, I didn't really know the difference between East and West, because I remember when that album came out, Reasonable Doubt, because you know I because I was in the Tupac. I remember everybody's talking about Brooklyn's Finest.
Right.
So I loved Brooklyn's Finest, and then I loved I'm feeling it for the glass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then the one with Foxy Brown, of course. But I wasn't really like, it didn't really. When I was thinking of East Coast, I was just, because I was so into Pac, it was like, Biggie, Puffy, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't like understanding the you know what I'm saying, the two, like Mobb Deep, you know what I mean?
Ah, okay.
So yeah.
Putting it all together.
Yeah, but it like as I got older, like 8th grade, 9th grade, started putting it all together.
Yeah.
But what's crazy is like, I remember like, at that time, especially like during the Hit 'Em Up days, I want to say Hit 'Em Up came out and I was like in 8th grade. But
please.
But not liking Mobb Deep and all these people, you know what I'm saying? And like now like Havoc from Mobb Deep is one of my homies, you know what I'm saying?
I see.
It's
Ain't
crazy.
that crazy?
It's crazy. Funny story though, whenever I was in New York, we were doing our photo shoot, and this is we talked on the phone, but we had never seen each other in person yet. And so our first time meeting in person was a photo shoot for the project.
For real?
Yeah, and so I'm on the train in New York heading to meet him for the photo shoot, and I realized I got a Pac shirt on.
Get out of here.
I'm like, he gonna think I'm some weirdo. I'm trying, you know what I'm saying?
So you trying to sneak this.
So like I got back on the train, went back to my room, changed shirts, and then went back.
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah, I just like, man, I don't want to show up and him thinking I'm on some weirdo stuff.
That's
you know
principle.
Yeah,
you know what I
for
mean?
real.
That's muscle too. Like, you know what? I don't even want that energy. Even though it wasn't
real.
that you was conscious enough to be like,
because I didn't, he doing something for me. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I was just, I'm on the train and I'm not even thinking, and I realized like, oh shoot, this is a Tupac shirt. You know what I mean? I was like, I gotta go back. Had to go back and change it, man.
That's character too. I love that story, bro. That's dope.
Yeah.
Okay, back to track. Hang on. So we Northwest. You really jumping off the porch. It sounds like you already kind of had your sword, your lightsaber ready to cut a nigga too.
I mean, we in Northwest clashing because like, I got there after Duo had left the year. Duo was there, and then he left, and then I came right behind him.
Really? I thought y'all. Oh yeah, that's right. Duo's a little older.
So I wasn't there when he was there, but like because of how I dressed and I had dreadlocks and all that, like it was like you gotta meet Duo.
Okay.
Yeah, and so but then I ended up meeting Duo, ended up being one of my like to this day like a brother to me. You know what I'm saying? Like a big brother.
Solid. Shout out
but,
to him.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, so I mean, really, like Northwest Classing was like, we was doing it all, battling, freestyling, going to the studio. I had went to the studio with my cousin Jason at like a home studio,
right?
With this dude named Lorenzo. He passed away now, but Chris was the one that took me to like an actual studio the first time. Yeah. So my first time recording was with my cousin. My first time like walking into like a real studio was where Chris took me over there.
That's crazy. What year was that? You kind of remember?
That was probably sophomore year, so 99 maybe.
2000. Damn.
Yep. 2000 probably, yeah.
That's beautiful, man. You know what I mean? The history in that, bro. You know what I mean? Where you sound like you paint vivid pictures. You know what I mean? So I can almost see like, come on, bro. I gotta. Hey, we're finna woo.
And what's funny is like I used to like I wanted to be hip hop so bad. Like I would be lying and I remember I had like mixtapes and stuff of like DJs cutting and stuff like that. And I remember telling Chris, I can DJ, I can cut.
You putting the extras on it? You was ready?
Yeah, and so what I would do is I would play one of the mixtapes and show them and have them scratching and cutting, and then put the phone to the speaker like, yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
But I wanted to be hip hop so bad. You know what I'm saying? For real. I remember my cousin was like, me and him was like into that, hardcore, like heavy. The most. That's when I started. I want to say Northwest Classing is when I started getting into like more of like the independent underground, a lot of East Coast like stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then from there it was the parties, like back then, it was 99, 2000, 2001. It was like, you know, they would be like these at these warehouse parties at like raves and stuff.
Yeah.
And then they would have a hip hop room, you know what I mean? So I started getting into that and going in those rooms and freestyling and all that. Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah, matter of fact, I was trying to chase this girl, and I went to a party and met this dude who was DJing. He let me get on the mic and rock. I was like 16, and then me and Chris started going to his house to record.
Wow.
Yeah.
Chasing the female. Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that? The female. Don't worry about the female. Run into somebody to make a play.
Yeah. He actually owns a dude who recorded us. His name is Reality or Danny. He owns a club downtown, Social Room.
Oh yeah.
That's his spot. Yeah. So he was the first DJ to like put me on his mixtape and all that. Yeah. Me and Chris was recording inside his bathroom.
You serious?
Yep.
Getting it in.
Yeah, we would drive from the east side to his house on the south side and record inside his bathroom. Yep.
That's ill, bro. I love this part. Damn, I love my fucking job, man. Damn, this is ill, bro. So, so y'all in the studio. Well, okay. Let me ask you this. What was your style like then? Because it's not as you're eclectic. I would say. You know what I mean? I know your taste.
Yeah.
Your palette is a little different than everybody else's. What was the style then in high school?
High school, I was listening to like, I was rapping like people I was listening to.
Yeah.
So like, if somebody know these names, they could just look them up. But Company Flow, MF Doom. Company Flow is the guy LP who raps with Killer Mike now, Run the Jewels. Wow. So his first group in the 90s was Company Flow.
Okay.
Company Flow, MF Doom, Most Def, Dead Prez, Common, of course, The Far Side, Freestyle Fellowship.
Wow. Substance, all of these.
Yeah, so I was like in the stuff like that. But also one of my favorite rappers was Mace. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, there you go.
I was still bumping because that was around the time DMX first 2 albums came out, so I was listening to him.
Set the world on fire.
Yes. Who else? Even TRU, 8-Ball MJG.
Come on, talk that talk. Wow.
So that's but my style, I was trying to like when I was trying to like pave the way as a rapper, it was like the Company Flows, the MF Dooms, the Most Defs, people like that.
That you really kind of gravitated to.
Yeah, but because, you know, in my house and all my homies, my people, when I was listening to those people, they listening to like 8-Ball MJG, Snoop, you know what I'm saying, UGK, 3-6, like I was still bumping them too. You know what I'm saying? But as a rapper, I was trying to like go the way of the other people I was listening to.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because like I said, substance in those artists that you just named, bro. It was real content, not just wordplay, but it was the words that they were using mattered. Yeah. That makes sense, especially
and
now,
that's
bro.
Really those rappers and Pac is who like got me into like reading books and you know all that. You know what I'm saying? Like just really trying to grow my vocabulary. Yeah. You know, because I would if I felt like I was being repetitive or like, you know, boring, then I would read books to like help, you know what I'm saying, just get my mind going. Wow. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I got into like Solo Nice, Autobiography of Malcolm X, Asada, you know, all them books in high school, like 10th, 11th grade. You know what I mean?
Wow. Well, so were you academic, or how were you?
I mean, I was. I mean, like, I didn't get good grades. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hated school. I didn't get good grades.
Really?
Yeah. You know, teachers would say I didn't apply myself, but nah, I like what I like. You know what I'm saying? You know, I like the creative classes. I got into it started with seeing a female on the
Shout out
kick
to
on her.
the female.
But
She come through again. Ain't that it? What a change your life, won't they?
But I got into drama, doing plays in high school and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I did good at those things, but academics, I was just, you know.
I'm kind of the same way, bro.
Yeah, history class, I was okay. I had good marks in history class. Everything else, I was failing probably.
Don't say that, bro.
I was. Yeah, matter of fact, my junior year. So we took for my class. We took our graduation pictures with the cap and gown. We took them the summer between junior and senior year. But my junior year was so bad, I thought I was gonna fail, so I didn't take a picture in my cap and gown.
Are you serious?
Because I didn't want to take a picture twice. You know what I'm saying?
I'm mad at it.
And I didn't want to take a picture, and then be a junior, but the picture be like I was. You know what I'm saying? And then have to be, and then be,
take another one.
Take another one. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even have a graduation picture because I didn't take one because I thought I had failed. But I passed.
But
though.
you passed.
Yeah.
I got a similar story, bro. I went to Douglas, got kicked out, had a child pretty young, so I was checked out of school, man. I was trying to chase the bread, you know what I mean? And I don't like to say I was I graduated with a 1.9. I didn't apply myself, just like you said. I could have really locked in and focused, but at that time I just thought I knew what I knew. You know what I mean? Okay, wait. Now I'm so we're polishing the skills. It sounds like you was cutting niggas up in Northwest. You know what I mean? They got the records. They know what you was doing.
Yeah,
I
was cool. It was a few people that was good.
He says a few people. I love that.
I mean, you know, me. Of course, Chris. You know, Chris was a freak of nature. Man. In high school.
What?
Yeah.
I bet he was, bro.
He was different. He was definitely different. He even just freestyling and rapping and stuff like that, you know, like at lunchtime, but like he was like if kids now were doing the things he was doing in high school, you know what I'm saying? Like he had a song rapping for Tay in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like he was
in high school. What?
Yeah, he had packaged CDs and all that. You know what I mean? Like he was on it. He was on it. You know what I mean? Like
that's a bar, bro.
Like I said, he took me to the studio my first time to a real studio. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, him for sure. You know, I was doing my thing. There was a dude named Steve, Tracy.
Man, shout out to all of them brothers, man, because it sound like all of y'all helped each other.
There was this one young dude that was younger than us. I think his name was Jeremiah. He was going hard. Of course, Duo. It was a bunch of us, man. It was like it was fun. It was fun.
Made you want to go to school. You know what I mean? To see what's up. Yeah. That lunch break.
Yeah, that was it. Just for that.
That was it.
Just for that. That was it. You know what I mean?
Okay, so let me see. You graduate 2001.
Yeah.
All right. What were we doing then, bro? What was it like then? I want to go after high school. What we jump into?
Jumped into trying to go to college. Still doing music. You know, by my freshman year of college, I was like really getting plugged into like church and mentoring. You know, and stuff like that. I was, you know, doing shows, doing a lot with Cadence and with on a lot, but with Isaac, with their crew, and then I had a crew, Duo, Keith, Nemesis, all of us. So I was mostly doing that stuff, you know, parties and that whole thing.
Make him a run at it.
Music wise, you know.
Yeah.
I was still kicking with Chris every now and then, you know. We was, you know what I'm saying, at that time I was on 52nd, he was on 48th, so we was always going back.
So we right around away from each other. Okay.
Doing that. So yeah, just, you know, doing the thing, man. That was my freshman year. Then my brother got killed that year. And so like, you know, that kind of slowed me down a little bit. But yeah, I was just doing that, man.
Trying to figure out your way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right, let me start back there. I want to kind of stop there for a second because I don't want to get too personal, but the to overcome that kind of adversity at that age, what was that like, bro? How did you handle it? Because I know that we're adults now. You know, we got therapy, and you know what I mean. You could actually articulate your problems.
Yeah,
when you were young,
at the time.
Yeah.
You know, I probably didn't start getting over that kind of stuff until I was in my early 20s, mid 20s probably. You know, all of us was just in a dark place because you got to think the world was in a dark place because my brother got shot 9/10/2001, and the next day was 9/11. You know what I'm saying? So it was, you know, it was just like everything just imploded for us. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. I hate to hear that, first of all. But like I said, to be that young and having to deal with that type of thing, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so yeah, just trying to figure it out, you know, and you know, I probably I didn't really talk. They say in high school and middle school, right? But after that, I really wasn't talking. You know what I'm saying? There was a time where I was just like, man, fuck everything. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna turn to God. You know, and I was just trying to go hard with God, you know, and then I'd go back to, you know, fuck everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was like turn to God. So it was just, you know, just trying to figure it out and just, you know, understand you know, my like what I was doing with myself. And, you know what I mean? And trying to climb out of it.
Perfect word. Climb out of it. You know what I mean? Not even knowing that you may be going through something. Putting on the mask.
Yeah, and there were, you know, that's the thing. Like, there was some, you know, I really wish I had stayed in school, but I just remember thinking, like, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Like what's the point?
What's the point? Yeah.
And there was some, you know, like, I had a great opportunity with school, you know what I'm saying? A great opportunity, but I, you know, at that moment, I was just like, I'm good. You know
I'll fight through it myself.
And so, but yeah, like, you know, just trying to figure it out, man. I spent a lot of my life trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I spent a lot of my life trying to figure it out. Yeah, still.
Yeah, that's so healthy to say. Especially as black men, to where like, yo, I was in a dark spot then, trying to figure my life out. You thought you knew something, and then your world kind of changes.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that, bro.
Yeah, no doubt.
So, so we jumping off. What was your first job? I want to ask you that. Did you ever have a 9 to 5?
Yeah, I've had a bunch of them.
Okay.
So my first job was at Pizza Hut.
Is that right? Is that right?
On the day I turned 16 was my first day of working there. But yeah, that's one thing. And that's another thing I wish that I had have done different, because, you know, a lot of my friends that I went to school with, like, we're so close, like they like family to me. You know what I'm saying to this day.
Yeah.
Like Brandon Banks and all of them.
Shout out to B.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like he can do no wrong in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, I wish like during like junior and sophomore year, instead of like working at Pizza Hut, you know what I'm saying, I was like going to football games, being a kid, hanging out with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I was always working or always rapping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I just wish I had to, like, you know, spend more time like kicking it with them. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, enjoying. I did some stuff. You know, but I wish I had did more. You know what I'm saying? I remember that I get back to school and like, you know, like, yeah, it was we everybody went and did this last night. We had a party at so and so's house last. What you do? Oh, I was working.
I was at work. Yeah.
What you do? I was rapping with so and so. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I really wish I had a, you know, spent more time like, just doing stuff like that, with
that.
everybody.
You're making it happen.
But that was my first job was Pizza Hut,
That's ill.
Yep. It was on Classen, like 32nd and Classen, but it's like a Asian restaurant now, I think.
Sheesh.
Yep. I worked there for probably till I was like 19. Then I had a job at the mall.
That's a long time, boy. You was up there.
Oh yeah, I was trying to hold jobs down. So I worked 2 jobs at that time. I was working there, and then I worked during Christmas time. I worked like the little Hickory Farm stand in the mall where they give out the meat samples and all that. And then all the homies will come through like, let me get some samples, yo. You know what I'm saying? I did that. I worked at Gadzooks in the mall.
Shout out to Gadzooks. What they know about it, man?
I remember one time I was in there and Yuck Mouth came through and I was just like, dang. Like,
get out of here.
He bought a bunch of Southpaw. Yeah, like he gave me an autograph. And people that was working there didn't know who he was.
And
I was the only black person. I'm like, that's Yuck Mouth from the Loonies. I was bugging. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he came through one time. But I remember Bow Wow came through one time.
Come on.
Yeah,
bro.
but then I worked at this skate shop in the mall called Fast Forward. It's called Zoomies now. And then I worked at the Omniplex for a really long time.
Did you?
Yeah. I was there for a minute. And then, man, Omniplex was probably my favorite job because they had the Omnidome, the theater. Yeah.
I had to go there.
No doubt. They had the Omnidome movie theater. You know what I'm talking about?
I do remember that. Yeah,
they had that. And so part of my job was like I would go in there in the show control and it's like a little dark room and you just push play and then when it's over you push the doors to open. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
And the movie's like 45 minutes long. So I would go in there, I would take naps, nigga. I would call honeys and be like, come watch a movie with me. And they come in there, we sit in the dark, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, we get to go through the back door. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't gotta go through that. Yeah. I got to just pull up. Let me know when you outside.
Real. We did all that.
Nigga, so, that's my guy. Making it happen.
But yeah, that was a fun job, especially like being like 17, 18, 19.
Yeah,
that
I'm
was
good.
A cool job.
I'm good. All I gotta do is hit a couple buttons.
Yep.
And I'm in there.
I had a homies pull up, come watch a movie, you know what I'm saying?
Chill.
After that, what did I do? Worked at this book spot for a while. Mm-hmm. We would like make books, not make books.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Make books? Or?
We would take old books and refurbish them. So we would take like if there was let's say you had 2 textbooks, and then one textbook only had pages, 1 through 60. Another book only had pages 60 to 100. We would take them, put them together. You know what I mean? So and then we would rebind them, and then they would sell them. So yeah, I did that for a while. What else? I worked at churches for a while. I worked not the restaurant, but like at a church.
Oh, okay. I was getting ready to say you was at the churches too. What that was getting there? Hey, not afraid of the money. That's what it is. Nah, for real.
But that's my favorite chicken though.
Come on, man. That's what I'm getting ready to say. Yeah. I was over there the other day.
My favorite chicken though. But no, I did like some youth leadership at some churches for a while.
Okay.
And then after that, what did I do? I moved to LA. And was trying to find a job. I applied it everywhere. I couldn't find a job. I moved back to Oklahoma. Then I moved to North Carolina for a while. Ooh. And I was working at this like after school program, which was really cool. And then I was working at my homegirl's the girl I was dating at the time. Her mom had like a little thrift shop. Okay. I worked there, and so I would work her spot in the mornings. And then when school let out, I would walk to the bus stop, catch the bus to the after school program and work there. Kids.
Hustler, bro.
Yeah. And then I found out I had a baby coming. I moved back to Oklahoma.
Wow. So what year was this?
This was 2012.
So you were in LA for a minute then, huh?
Yeah, I was in LA for a minute. I was in North Carolina for a minute. Yeah.
Okay. What part of North Carolina? You don't mind me asking?
Raleigh, Durham.
Raleigh. Yeah. Shout out to the Blue Devils. Which one are you? I know it's big. I just came back from Carolina too. the Duke.
Yeah, I was
North Carolina. Was like that's all you hear. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun, man. Like everybody that I was in North Carolina with, like some of my like best friends to this day.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? My homie, one of my bros who I met out there, he lives in Atlanta now, and I go. His birthday is August 18th. Mine's the 12th, and we have like a birthday weekend together still to this day.
To this day.
Yeah,
Beautiful, beautiful.
He just
bro.
had a baby too. Like, you know
Shout
what
out
I'm
to
saying?
the brothers, man.
Yeah, his name is Chops. That's my
Shout
guy.
out to Chops, man.
Yeah, but so I did that, and then I came back and I worked at Hertz for about a year, and then I wanted to die when I was at Hertz. I just could not take it. I was working at Hertz, and just I was substitute teaching too at like different high schools and middle schools and stuff. That was cool. I love substitute teaching, but because you didn't have to do nothing but come kicking with the kids.
That's it.
Because the teacher would have it all planned out, and you just show up.
Make sure they do the lesson.
Make sure they do it. You know what I'm saying? And you can chill, kick it. But I worked at Hertz, and I was still like, I went on some tours, and so I was touring with Run the Jewels, which is Killer Mike and LP.
That part.
So I would tour on the weekends. You know what I'm saying? I would take my vacation, save it so I can go on tour. You know what I mean? So I was on tour with them. And one of the dudes who was on tour was, he was the assistant for the rapper Merce out of L.A.
Yeah.
And Merce at the time was signed to Warner Brothers, and he was like starting like an indie like label. And so whenever, and I had been a fan of his since forever. And matter of fact, I remember going to see him at the conservatory, like in probably like 08, you know what I'm saying? I remember tweeting him, trying to get him. He would never tweet me back, all that. But he one of my best friends now. But
good.
But so on that tour, dude was like, man, you got to meet Merce. He's trying to set up tours for some new artists, and I think you'll be good. And he want to help put your album out. And I was like, bet. And so I remember it was like Christmas time, because I remember leaving Oklahoma on Christmas Day. I went to go see my daughter, and we did Christmas morning with them, and then I went to the airport. But he was like, "Come out, we'll put your album out. We go on tour with you, all that." I left. I remember leaving Hertz, never went back since 2013.
Never went back.
Yep.
Sit.
Yep. So since then I've been doing music and just trying to like do, I did things like to supplement my income, but like since then I've been working on my own, you know what I'm saying, and just hustling, you know what I mean?
Hustling, bro. Being everywhere too.
Yeah.
Let me back up just a second. Maybe we already here. Was that sort of your big break almost? What do you consider? I hate that word.
No, I don't think I got my big break yet.
That's what I me either. You know what I'm saying? But
that's when when people started noticing me. Like I didn't get to go overseas and tour until after that. Okay. I had done stuff, here and there. I had, played LA, I had played New York and Atlanta and stuff already. But like, I don't feel like, I had like a following or like, was hitting the markets like that where people actually knew who I was until, I will say when I was in North Carolina, because of the girl I was dating, she was pretty big at the time. Her name's Cleta Duran.
Shout out to her, yeah.
And she was with, Little Brother, Ninth Wonder, all of them.
Okay.
And so, we did music together, and she introduced me to a lot of people. So she definitely helped me.
Alley-oop.
Yeah, she a bunch of times,
Right.
But Merce was the one who like kind of helped, like, him and LP was the ones that kind of like was like, here you go,
show
like,
you that other side, like you got this. Let me
for sure. Where like I'm legit on tour, getting paid every night. I'm not gonna drive myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
it's different, bro.
Yeah. So it was different. So I will say, Merce, LP, they definitely helped with that. Chuck D was a big help. Just helped putting my name out there as well.
Wow.
So yeah.
So what year was that? Let me see.
That's like 2013 to 2015.
Is what
16.
So we making that run.
Yeah.
Really, it sounds like that's when we really kind of plant our feet down.
No doubt. Yeah.
And like this is it.
Yeah, and this is it. And it's like after that, it's like once somebody says here, and then it's like, okay, now I got to go and take what they gave me and try to build my own. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because like at that point, it's like if I go on 3 tours with Run the Jewels, 5 tours with Merce, they pumping my name, Chuck D pumping my name. After that, like I should be able to do some stuff on my own at that point.
Yes,
you know
sir.
what I mean? And
yes,
so
sir.
That's what I've been doing since. So
blessings, bro.
yeah.
Blessings. That's God working.
Yeah, it is, man. And that's the thing. Like I always say I'm still learning, and I definitely don't have all the answers, but I'm, there are people who are doing way bigger things than I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? But for me, like I feel like I enjoy doing what I'm doing, and I don't feel like I've missed out on anything.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like I've been, blessed to like see so many things, and the other side, I've been to every state except for Hawaii.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? All because of music. You know what I mean? I've been to Europe because of music. You know what I mean? Like just all these cool things. So like, I know I'm blessed, and it's like, okay, now I gotta do a couple things. Keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Help my homies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just, put on and continue to grow, so.
So you said you just took the words out of my mouth. That was kind of my next question. You said put on. Brother, that's all I see you do.
Yeah,
you know
I
what I'm
appreciate
saying?
it, man.
Giving opportunities.
Yeah.
Where did that come from? Where did that come from?
Because they were given to me. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. It's like a lot of times, we just take and take. And it's like, at some point, not like taking a bad way, but because we're just humans, we're always giving things. We're giving life. We're giving air. We're giving opportunities. We're giving grace. We're giving all these things. And so at some point, we have to start being people who don't just take but give. You know what I mean? And so that's where it comes, because if it weren't for people doing things for me, I wouldn't be where I am. I know like I'm not where I am because I'm just some great rapper. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely not the best rapper. We named a bunch of people tonight who rap better than me. And I know it's not, I'm not the coolest person or the, the best looking. I know that some of that was given, and some of that is just God's hand. Some of it's just grace. Some of it is just organic. You know what I mean? And so because of that, I have to be somebody who continues to like look out for other people and do what I can to share and open doors and leave doors open, and you know what I'm saying? All that.
Yes. Well said, brother.
Yeah.
To be our age.
No doubt.
It's our job too.
Yeah, I was telling somebody, can I have one more shot?
Come, nigga, take a shot to that. Real talk. Wait, I was getting ready to take a shot to you working at Pizza Hut.
Yeah, I'm glad you said being our age, because I was telling somebody the other day, whenever they was talking about.
Thank you, bro. You gotta pour your own troubles. I ain't gonna do it for you. Here you go.
They was talking about college, and I was like, even when I went to college, before I went to college, if you had to ask me when I was like 8 or 9, you know what I'm saying, or even high school, like or middle school.
Man, toast that, brother. Man, real talk, bro.
I'd have been like, no, I'm not going to college.
Yeah.
I remember thinking like, we all went to jail one day. I remember thinking like that was,
you know
what I'm saying?
Like cool.
I remember telling people, I remember like explaining to people what I would do when I got to jail. Bro. You know what I'm saying? When I get to jail, I'm gonna do what? Like that, you know what I'm saying?
Come on, fam.
Like that's you know what I'm saying? So like when you said like our age, like I just think about like the fact that I'm 39 and I have so many homies, brothers, family who didn't even get to see this age. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Real talk.
Like it's wild. And so it's because of that, like I can't squander any opportunity. Because of that, I can't squander anything I have. It's a responsibility.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And so that's why I keep moving forward. That's why, I do things the way that I do them, is because I understand, how people say I'm a product of my environment.
Absolutely.
You know, you might hear, I know I got homies, you know what I'm saying, who locked up and say like, yeah, like I'm a product of my environment. It's the way I was raised, and you know what I'm saying? Well, you know, somebody, I'm sure you know him. We both, of course we know him because we know the same people.
Yeah.
But, you know, we grew up on the same streets, the same blocks, went to the same schools, and it's like we're a product of our environment, but it's because of that environment you decide to do this. You know what I'm saying? It's because of that environment I decided to do what I'm doing.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So yeah, we are part of our environment, but because of that, sometimes it can shape people and mold people into different things.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at anybody who's doing what they doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm an abolitionist, really, probably at heart. So I'm like, free them all.
Shout out,
you know
freedom fighter.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Free them all. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, like, because I seen the things I seen growing up, because I went through what I went through growing up, like, it caused me to go a different direction.
Yes, sir.
Some people, it caused me to be like, this is all I know, all I got. I'm going to keep doing the same thing. And I understand that because I've had those thoughts. And I've felt like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, we're a part of our environment. So to be where I am today at 39, you might have people be like, man, you ain't doing shit, really.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Of course. But if you know where we come from, we could be doing a whole lot worse right now. I should be. Based on how I was raised, the things I seen, what I went through, you know what I'm saying? Statistically, I should be, you know what I'm saying, in jail or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Man, too many of our brothers that we know and grew up with,
exactly,
behind the wall, behind the fence, are gone.
Yeah, for real.
Man,
for real.
So it's our duty, it's our responsibility to do it this way, bro.
Exactly. We can't. That's what I say. We cannot squander what we have. And you know what? And those brothers who are behind the walls, those brothers who are gone, they can see us. They can look down on us and be like, "Yes, thank you." You know what I'm saying?
Bro. Yeah, bro.
Whenever I was talking to a homie the other day who was locked up, I said, "Bro, when you come home, I got a job for you, bro." You know what I'm saying?
Woo.
You know what I mean? Like, bro, I'm saving a spot for you when you come home.
You know what
I'm saying?
That way.
Yeah. So, like, you know what I mean? So that's what we supposed to do.
Thank you for saying that, man.
Yeah.
It's your job, too.
Yeah, it's like, that's what we do it for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we do it for. You know?
Beautiful said, man. Well spoken, bro. Thank you for that part right there. Because that just makes me feel like I'm doing the right thing.
You are,
you know
bro.
what I'm saying? You feel me?
You are. Yo, you think about how we started. You know what I'm saying? Like you and I going to the same middle school, and then we both do this, and then we come back like this, and it's like oh dang, like that's what you want to see. Because normally you like, matter of fact, I seen a homie I went to school with in 8th grade, and he was just getting out, going to like a diversion program and whatnot, and you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, but like you want to come back together and meet back up like how we are,
right?
Not like you meet back up, be like, dang, bro, where you been?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I've been, you know what I'm saying?
Gone, left for dead, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So like, you think about that, it's like it means a whole lot more, and then you and I and other brothers and sisters who are doing things in their way and in their field and in their markets and whatever. Yeah. That's just resources for us to share. You know what I mean? And build on. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, bro. I learned the word conglomerate.
Conglomerate, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's a group of people building a house.
Yeah, conglomerate.
You need different people. You need electricians, plumbers, carpenters, all of that stuff to put it together. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the true essence of what Black Wall Street was. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Because, you know, they had the barbers, they had the hotel owners, they had the venue owners, they had the shop owners, they had the doctors, the attorneys,
everything, right?
And they all were connected. We had the same thing here in Deep Deuce,
yes,
4th Street, 8th Street.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Deep Deuce used to be a lot bigger. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot bigger. We had the same things. You think about all the things that, Roscoe Dunjee did. You know what I'm saying? Like, that dude was a revolutionary.
In that day?
Wow. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
And
sir.
And he was going head to head with these people. And not only that, he was going head to head with them, but he was like really like sacrificing his life, his time, his money for his people. You know what I'm saying?
In the 30s. What was that? It was in the 30s and 40s, man.
Yep.
Come on, bro.
Yep. So like, but that's what I'm saying. Like that's a part of our DNA.
Right.
That's a part of who we are as people. You know what I'm saying? Our pedigree is to be that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's not by accident that we end up here like this, because like that's what they was already doing back then. And it's in our DNA. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's in who we are.
Jeez.
You think about like this, like the first black doctor, Oklahoma, Dr. Slaughter.
Yeah.
He delivered Ralph Ellison. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's all connected. It's all connected.
Come on, Frederick Douglass Moon.
Yeah.
One of those pillars in our community, bro.
Yep.
Dope,
FD Moon, like
FD Moon.
Matter of fact, I was at Slaughter's mansion the other day looking at a picture.
I heard you drop that, boy. I heard yeah.
Looking at a picture with FD Moon standing next to Dr. Slaughter. You know what I'm saying? Opening up a new business. They was opening up a new business.
Crazy.
Together. You know what I'm saying?
Together, homie.
Wow, bro.
In that day.
Yeah.
And that was the only section we had, so to speak. You couldn't travel past.
You couldn't travel, and you know what Roscoe Dunjee used to do? He would send people past 7th Street just so they could get arrested and get locked up. And then he would use the money from the Black Dispatch to bail them out.
Are you serious?
Yes. He would use the Black Dispatch money to raise money to get people out of jail.
Bail them out of jail.
Yep.
That's crazy.
He was a revolutionary, man.
Big shoes.
Yeah.
Thank you for telling me that.
If somebody got locked up, Roscoe Dunjee was on their ass. Somebody black got locked up, he was on them. For real. Every time.
Because you couldn't cross A Street, bro.
You couldn't. Not as a black person.
No.
Yeah, you couldn't go out there at night. You couldn't cross. You couldn't try to apply for a job.
None of that.
You couldn't try to buy a house. You know what I'm saying? None of that. You couldn't try to get a loan. If you did, you was getting arrested.
Come on. The fair was on Spring Lake.
Yep.
And my mother and father was like, yo, we could only go there
on Tuesdays and Thursdays, something like that. Yeah.
And it had to be daytime before 5, for real.
Yeah.
Because it was tragic.
Yep.
Sheesh. I knew we was finna take him to class today, too. I knew we was going to drop some education 101.
Yeah.
That's heavy, bro. I knew you were there, too.
Yeah.
I'm just glad to actually have you say that on the show. That's
yeah.
important.
So, for me, that's, even with, my restaurant with Eastside,
take that
Eastside
Pizza House. Get it right. Yeah.
That's why, when you walk in, it is the way it is. Yeah, I wanted to look cool and, be, look artistic in the murals and all of that.
Right.
And then education and stuff like that. Cause who is that? What does that mean?
Yeah.
But also because I know the history of Oklahoma City, that street might be different in 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you go to Deep Deuce right now, you go to 4th Street, 8th Street right now, there's no trace of us ever even being there. You don't even know we was ever there. You know what I'm saying? It's all white, right? So if Lord willing, if I'm involved, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying. I got the hotel, we got the next restaurant, and trying to do more development on the east. I know, we all working on stuff, but 23rd, I don't know what it'll be in 10 years. You know what I'm saying? I know what I have.
Yeah.
But I don't know how it's going to look in 10, 15 years. You walk into my place, you going to know we was there. You going to know that black people was a part of this culture and this heritage and this street and this neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be gone and disappeared like all these other places.
Damn, bro. Intentional.
Yeah, very intentional.
I've been saying that word. That's a key word that I've been using this year. Really intentional of what you do, bro.
Very.
You know what I'm saying?
Very.
Strategic.
Yeah.
Beautiful, bro. Keep going.
Trying, man.
Because that motivates us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We all motivate each other.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I see things you do, it motivates me. Like you were saying, like the event y'all had the other day. You know what I'm saying? That stuff, because I love doing events. You know what I'm saying? Motivates me. Yeah. Walking in here and seeing all this, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, like I told you, the What You Call group was right over there.
Right there?
You know what I'm saying? They not there no more. And you know, I know who else offices in here, and they don't look like you. You know what I'm saying? So I walk in, I'm just like, damn, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? My homegirls, they got my homegirls, they have 3 black sisters. They got a flower shop. Yeah, them my homegirls. I met
super nice people.
They talk like this. Yes.
Look, I'll go in there, crack jokes, and I'm like, let up a little.
Yeah, them my girls, man.
I love them, bro. Real talk.
Them are my girls, man. Like, I've known them for a while. They all 3 of them is good people. I know their mom, their dad.
The mom too. Yeah.
I know, they all good people, man. Matter of fact, when we walked to McAllister for Julius Jones, they called me like, "Hey, JP, we got some stuff for you guys for your walk," and they had like just made like these big old like gift boxes. So you know what I'm saying, like it had you know, food for us to eat. It had you know, stuff for us to like, you know, help our joints. You know what I'm saying? They thought of everything. You know what I mean? Yeah. So them. I love all 3 of them.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, their whole family is dope. So
that's beautiful. Okay, wait. We gotta stay on track, bro.
Matter of fact, the Lauren, the middle sister, or she the older sister. Anyways, Lauren, she helped me with what I did the first Juneteenth on the East too.
Wow. Yeah. They do big spreads too, bro. They capitals and everything. I went in there. They was working on a huge project, bro. Yeah. For real.
Yeah, them my girls, man. I love them, man. Man, matter of fact, Lauren sat at my sister's house with me one time, boxing up records to mail out. For real.
Really?
That's my
Come
dog,
on, man.
Yo.
That's family
that's
right
my
there,
dog.
man.
Yeah, that's my dog, man. She
to do the dirty work, the work that people don't see.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We make it look easy, but they don't know those sleepless nights where you in it. Up all night trying to did this, do that, get there. I know it, bro.
Yeah, they good people, man. So
good, bro. All right, wait. Cause we here. I want to get as much as I can, bro. I don't know. I don't want to keep you all night. Yeah. So I want to ask about. Should I say that? I gotta say this. I want to say this in respects. Like, where did you get your like that hustle from, bro? Because I always see you moving or something that you got in your bag. You know what I'm saying? Where did you kind of learn how to pack that backpack, so to speak? Like, where did that come from?
Man, that probably came from not having nothing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are people who, you know, they've always had opportunities. They've always been the person, the one. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right. Whatever it is, they always been that person. I was never that person, ever. You know what I'm saying? And so, like your wife said, like, I was quiet. Like, nobody seen me. Like, I wasn't getting nothing. You know, and so just from that, I know what not having is like, and I don't ever want to go back there. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, I see what, like, I've done things and I know what's possible and I know what can happen. Yeah. And I know what, I'm capable of, and I know what our people are capable of. And so I'm always trying to do more and keep going and think of new ideas, and do more than just be a rapper.
Yeah,
you know
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, that's cool. Like, I love rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything I do started with me being a rapper, probably.
Right.
But I realized a long time ago that, I'm not going to ever be the best rapper. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to ever be the only rapper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so there's so many more things that I like to do and I need to be doing. And so it just comes from that, from not having and realizing, like, it's important to keep working. There's a saying, and my homie LP, he titled his album, but they always say, I'll sleep when I die, right?
Ooh, yeah.
But he said, and now this is so dope, but you gotta think about it to understand. It's I'll sleep when you're dead. Meaning like I'ma keep going, like,
with that one. Yeah,
I'll sleep when you're dead, meaning like I'ma outlive you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be the last person breathing,
Yes,
the last
sir.
man standing, and then I can rest. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
So that's how I live my life. It's like I'm not trying to sleep. I don't want to die to have to get rest. You know what I'm saying? I'm a keep working and keep going. And when everybody else is resting or done and sleeping or dead, that's when I say, okay, I'm the last person here.
Last one standing.
Then I can rest.
Then I can rest.
Yeah.
That's game, bro. What you reading right now? What's the book you reading right now?
Right now I'm reading Solo on Ice again. I'm reading Slaughterhouse-5. I'm reading I just started and I feel bad, I should have already read it, but Boomtown. But yeah, and that's what I'm reading right now.
I could tell, bro. I knew it was something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get those names again because I'm gonna go back and do some research.
No doubt.
Bro.
The best one is Solo on Ice. Solo on Ice really like shaped me just as a black man.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it like I think there's two books I think every black man should read.
Please.
And that's Solo on Ice, and then the other book I think every black woman should read, and that's Asada. Like
Ooh,
those two
wow.
books are like must.
Mandatory.
Yes, mandatory. Mandatory.
I always tell people I started reading Over the Ways of the Superior Man again.
That's a good book.
It's a
Hell
good
yeah.
one, you know
Hell
what I
yeah.
mean? I've tried to put my young homies on it
Yeah.
too because it just talks about the masculine and feminine.
Yeah.
Like understanding that, like, yo,
Yeah.
why you feel like this, or why
Yeah.
she may feel like that. That's her and her masculine, bro. That may be her and her feminine. Once you learn to identify those things.
Yeah, my friend Hillary, she was telling me about that book, and so I kind of I started reading it, but I didn't get all the way through it. But that book, so I like books like that, like especially self-help books.
Yeah.
And I like books that like like The Alchemist, that teach you about like, like.
I just started that not too long ago.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I feel like
story.
Yeah, but for me, that's why I like Slaughterhouse-5, because Slaughterhouse-5 is like a deep story. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But really, like my favorite things to read are like about people's lives and how they dealt with situations and different issues. You know what I'm saying? Especially as black people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I've learned so much. From reading those books, not just about black people, but about myself. And I was thinking one way. Now I'm thinking, man, okay, now I got to start restructuring the way I think about these issues.
Game.
Yeah,
got that real game, bro.
Yeah, for real. And so had I not read, I wouldn't know. I couldn't tell you nothing about Roscoe Dungy or
you
know what I'm
have
saying,
to.
or Ralph Ellison. You know what I'm saying?
Real research.
Behold the Walls by Claire Looper. Like that's Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? Like that's Oklahoma City
history.
You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, I read that. I knew about it just because I work with the Claire Looper. I'm on the Claire Looper Legacy Committee. I work with her daughter and stuff, so I knew about it because we're trying to get it reprinted. But I read it after I learned. So when I was walking to McAllister for Julius Jones,
beautiful, seeing that, beautiful.
Yeah, bro. Well, she walked from Oklahoma City to Lawton. You know what I'm saying? And and then I was thinking. Then when I've been to jail. I've been to the county one time. I went to jail for I was in the mall and I had a hood on my head, and it was like right around the time of like what's Trayvon Martin and all that.
Okay, yeah.
And I had a hood on, and they would take your hood off. I'm grown. I ain't taking my hood off.
Yeah.
So they took me to jail for trespassing. But
really,
yeah. I had never been to jail my entire life. I went to the county for trespassing in the mall for having a hoodie on.
2015, maybe.
Yep, 2015. Yep. So then I learned that Clara Looper went to jail, got arrested like 27 times. You know what I'm saying? And so like I'm just so then I was I gotta read Behold the Walls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, like so like there are things that I've done that I realized like other people have already kind of done, or that's why I say nothing you can do ain't already been done.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And so So I was like, I need to start reading these books about these people from Oklahoma, these black folks from Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Because especially if I want to like, do more and, be a voice and all that, I got to make sure that I represent right. And I got to make sure that I'm, able to tell the story of why I'm doing it, because there's no me without them. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. Abolitionist.
Yeah.
Freedom fighter, bro. Those.
Trying, man.
You sound like my mom right there. My mom was heavy. You know what I'm saying? Because she grew up in it, like what I mean?
No doubt.
In trenches in the 50s, the 60s, like you know what I mean. Just daring to be different, not ashamed to wear that fro, not ashamed to really stand. And say it loud.
And that's the thing, like and I remember I always tell people this because now like everybody got dreadlocks. You know what I'm saying? But when I had my dreadlocks, it was like, it's not cool. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't cool.
It was. I remember. I don't know if he remember this, but I remember one time when I was at school and Brandon walked up on me. He's like, "Man, take them out your head."
That sound like bank.
Yeah,
that sound like bank.
But yeah. So like it wasn't cool to have dreadlocks back then, and now everybody got them. But I wore them proudly. And the reason why I got dreadlocks it was three rappers. It was Daz Effects, it was Mr. Lift,
wow,
and it was John Forte.
Come on, bro.
And then also Dead Prayers too. But them three, Mr. Lift, John Forte, and Daz Effects, it just looked so ill to me. You know what I'm saying? But it was what Mr. Lift said about his dreads made me want to grow dreads.
Really?
And what he said was, he said that his locks are his heritage, and he was saying, I don't remember the specific bar or the specific line, but what he was saying like we're stronger together than we are apart, and he was like, one dread is stronger than one strand. And I was like, man, wow. I need to go dreads. You know what I'm saying? Like, and because of that, I wanted freeform. I wanted the biggest, fattest, craziest, wild. I never that. You know what I'm saying? I wanted the craziest looking dreads there was. I didn't. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was trying to grow them. You know what I mean? Because I knew. I remember. I always knew like one dread is stronger than one strand, and we as black people are stronger together than we are apart.
That's so profound, bro. And it's nothing new. But it's refreshing to hear us even regurgitate these words,
that's
bro.
Why I love seeing people with dreads now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even the pretty ones where it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
love
it.
Because even the pretty ones, because of that's something that we can do that nobody else can do. They can do dreads. They don't grow natural. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like for us, it's natural. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You let your hair grow, it's going to dread. Mm-hmm. They gotta, you know what I'm saying? We call them we call them Grinch fingers.
Grinch fingers.
Because they dreads be looking like white people's dreads look like Grinch fingers. You know what I'm saying? I remember I had posted. I remember I had posted on Facebook one time. The Grinch's hand, and I was like, I said, son, this is what white people's dreads look like. And this lady was like, JB, why would you be so racist? And I was like, that's not racist. I'm just saying, like,
these is facts.
That's what it look like.
What it is. Fucking hilarious, bro.
Yeah, man.
I ain't heard that one. I'm using it too. I love that.
Grinch fingers, bro. Yeah.
Nah, bro. It's important that we had these conversations.
No doubt.
I feel like everybody has a story, but I love hearing those impactful stories, those empowering stories. This shit means something. You know what I mean? These videos will live on forever.
No doubt.
And we're gonna post them everywhere too,
no doubt.
So our voice will be heard.
Yeah, and that's I didn't. When you say that, it'll live on forever. Like that's a gift that not everybody gets to have.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like that's a gift not everybody gets to have because, I could walk out here today and something happen, but like my voice is here,
still be here,
and my kids can have it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's important. That's a gift not everybody can have. So
Thank
you.
that,
And that's
bro.
the thing. That's why like with all the like interviews and podcasts and even if it's like a magazine writing about me or whatever, I'm always just so grateful because you don't have to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you don't have to give me the platform or the time or you know what I'm saying, ask me the questions and give a damn. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always grateful because it's because of people like you that people even know who I am. You know what I mean? So I appreciate it for real.
Speaking of that, my father passed in 2016, right?
Man.
And he was the dude with the big old camera back in the day. My father was in the cameras.
Yeah.
And when I was young, you know what I mean? I'll be all doing. I got videos of me when I was 12 and 13 in the house doing dances and stuff like that. But like you said, I can always go back and hear him.
Yeah.
I can always go back and see him.
Yeah.
And not only I see myself when I was 12.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So like the videos live on forever, bro.
Forever.
No matter. And now that we have this thing called social media, we need to take the social part out of it. This is media.
Yeah.
All right. You know what I mean? This is how we network throughout our community. But now it's so like, yo, we can do our own thing. We can have our own media here.
Yep. You're right.
For us, by us.
Yep. No doubt. No doubt.
Brother, man. Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Wait. Is it anything exclusive can we give to the people, man? Is it anything that we got cooking soon? I need something.
I think
from
I did.
The world more famous. All right, what we got, bro?
I did. I told you about the restaurant, the other restaurant in the. Was you talking about something like that? What you talking about? Just tell me what you talking about.
Yeah, kind of the restaurant, but
the hotel.
The hotel for sure, because I think speak on that. How did that come about? Like, where did that? Can we get like some backstory in there, or is it still too premature? Can we talk about?
No, we can talk about it. So the East Point development has always been 3 phases. So the first phase was the grocery store,
right,
with the clinic,
and
then the second phase was the retail space where me and DZ are.
East Point,
okay. And then the third phase was that space where the hotel is going to be, but we didn't know really what it was going to be yet. You know what I'm saying? And so we knew we wanted to do retail and stuff like that. And so, we just like as a group just was like we need to like put a hotel there, because what a hotel does when you think about where we are in this, we're like dead center, like in the middle of the city,
the Mecca.
You know what I'm saying? And you got OU Medical Center, you got downtown, uptown, midtown, right there, Bricktown. And so like and then not only that, we're trying to bring traffic to other businesses and stuff. So so it was really just like a no-brainer, for the next part.
Shout out to that, bro. When I seen it, DZ come here. DZ secretive than the mud. He don't show you too much.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, look at this, bro. I'm like, what am I looking at, bro? I'm looking at blueprints and floor plans, and I'm like, yo, what is this? It's gonna be on each side. Woo woo. I'm like, what?
What's wild is like, man, like I remember I moved to LA. So I was in San Diego for the most part because the person I was living with was in San Diego, Oceanside, and then I would catch the train to LA on the weekends and stuff to kick it. But DZ was in the service at the time.
Sure was.
This is probably like 2010, maybe 2009. And so I got to this is MySpace days.
The real MySpace days.
I got to San Diego, Oceanside, and I'm on MySpace posting about, I'm living in San Diego, Oceanside right now.
Yeah.
And then DZ hit me up out of the blue, like, yo, I'm out here. I'm stationed out here right now. And I'm like, word? I'm like, hell yeah. And I'll never forget, he said, man, I'm going to come pick you up. Let's go out and kick it tonight, or this weekend, something like that. And I remember him saying, man, if I come out there, don't front, you better go.
That sounds like.
And I was like, yeah, but I get it, cause I travel and do stuff, and I be in cities where the homies is at, and they be like, oh man, I don't get off work till such and such. Oh man, you know what I'm saying? So So now I was like, no, I'm with it. That's what I'm out here for. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But I remember, us just rolling around California and doing all this stuff.
Wow.
And talking about, man, we need to do this in Oklahoma City. We need to do this on the east side. We need this, all these things on the east side.
In 2010.
2010. You know what I'm saying? And all that stuff we was talking about, we getting to do right now.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's heavy. You know, DZ, that my little brother. I like talking. He wasn't 92 pounds back then anyway.
For real. Man, that nigga was when he was a kid, that nigga was so annoying, yo, at the center, at the Boys and Girls Club Center. Man, I was like, yo, I remember I used to tell Philip, man, get your brother, bro.
Get your brother, man. He just all over the place.
For real.
Chill out. Asking questions and shit.
For
Sit
real.
down somewhere.
For real.
DZ, that's my guy, man. I love that nigga, man. Bro, continue your path, man.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? Just, like I said, I don't want to be here all night. I can talk to you all night, bro.
We can come back and do something.
That's
again.
why we're going to do another one. You know what I mean? I want to tell you thank you for one.
No doubt.
And, bro, what you're doing is so important for our culture.
Man.
For our culture. We're add to the culture, bro. You spoke about Clara Lupa. And you spoke about Dungy and all of those strong black people, bro. Mm-hmm. We stand on those shoulders.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So I look at you as one of our leaders. You know what I mean? For real.
I'm trying.
So you continue the path, and whatever you need from us, the ones that you really trust and believe in, bro, you should just say the word.
I will. Thank you so much,
man,
brother.
For real, bro. Continue doing that, man, because it looks beautiful from the outside looking in. You know what I mean? And it comes full circle.
Yeah, it don't always feel beautiful, but it don't always look beautiful when I'm looking back and I see some stuff I had to do, or like when I'm on like the news, like, yelling at people and stuff, or like, city council meetings going off and stuff. It don't always look beautiful, but you know what I'm saying?
And can I say, it's more than music, bro.
No doubt.
And I ain't trying to diss it. That's not.
No, that's that. Like it's, for me, it's definitely more than music. I wish I was somebody who was just like that good at music, where it could just be music.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, or somebody who just cared about music and that was it. But it's definitely more than just music for me.
It's the cherry on top to me. Like, bro,
exactly.
That
I agree.
do that too. Like,
I agree.
You know what I'm saying, bro? I see it at the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah, no doubt.
I see the work that you do, like, on a daily.
No doubt.
So, like I said, I feel like I get to see behind the curtain. But this interview was so important. Now that we I learned about the man today. You know what I mean?
Appreciate
how you came
that,
from,
man.
bro, and that's heavy. To ownership and believing in your dreams, bro.
No doubt.
Keep doing that shit, man.
Appreciate it, brother.
We got anybody shout out, man? We got anybody shout out on the gram? Who we got to talk to on the gram, bro?
Shout out all the homies we mentioned tonight. Everybody we mentioned tonight. Shout out all them.
Man, shout out to everybody, bro.
Shout out my brother Julius Jones.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to Julius Jones.
I got to go see him a week ago. He's doing good. Actually, this past Friday was 1 year of him getting the commutation from the governor.
Sure was.
Yeah,
okay.
And that I think about where I was that day and how, you know what I'm saying, like we were driving to McAllister. Not to go off on thing, but we were driving to McAllister on the way out there, like, I'm trying to prepare myself for a fight, for death,
whatever,
for jail, all of that, because we're thinking he's gonna get executed, and so we had I think it was scheduled for like 4:00, and so we said by 3:00 we gonna do A, B, and C. We're going to start, like gradually escalating, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we felt like if we made enough noise out there and, like, you know what I'm saying, got into it with the police and, like, you know what I'm saying?
Something. Yeah.
And just fuck shit up, then they would have to stop. They would put the prison on lockdown.
Yeah.
They put the prison on lockdown, they can't execute nobody.
Right.
And then to have to execute, I'm probably telling too much right now, but to have to execute and then have to go back to court and do all that stuff all over again.
Right.
And so we was just like, so what we did was, we were thinking either we would have to do enough to get arrested, or, you know what I'm saying,
to cause the confusion, whatever we can do. Yeah.
And so, we all had put either our lawyers' names in our arms, or, our emergency contact numbers on our arms, and was just ready for that fight. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like driving down. I had called my kids the day before. You know what I'm saying? All that, because I didn't know if I was coming home the next day. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like ready for it. I'm trying to prepare my mind for like a fight.
Unknown.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But God is good, and Julius is alive today. You know what I'm saying? And we did, and I know the governor probably feels like he's a hero and it's because of him, but it's not. We know it's because of God. We know it's because of everybody who came to the state capitol with us. Mm-hmm. We know it's because of all those kids who walked out that day from school.
Yep.
We know it's because everybody who came to the governor's mansion the night before. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We know it's because of all that he's alive. Everybody who was like making noise across the country and across the world. We know it's because of them. And so, now we got to fight even harder to get him out. You know what I'm saying? So,
absolutely, bro.
So definitely shout out to Julius Jones. Shout out to all my family. Shout out to you for like I said, giving a damn and wanting to talk to me, and just, man, shout out to the East Side and shout out to Oklahoma City.
Man, that part, bro. Man.